Hey, girlfriend, you know who you are. You have big, big dreams. You want to write a book, stand on a TED Talk stage, be a life coach offering wisdom from your RV in Montana, a cafe in Barcelona, or a beach chair in Tulum. Your other girlfriends and your family, they don't always get your biz savvy. Why do you want to leave your JOB? Because you're a C.A.T.S, aka coach, author, thought leader, and speaker. Meet other change makers like yourself and find out how they make it happen. This is the Big Meow podcast.
Welcome to the Big Meow podcast, sponsored by C.A.T.S Network. I'm Angela Howard, and today we have Lezlie Roberts with us as our guest. Hello, Lezlie.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Welcome to the show, and thank you ahead of time for the time you're spending with us today. We really look forward to knowing more about you and your business. So jump in.
Awesome. I'm glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit more about what you do in your business.
Okay, so my business is called A New Perspective Life, and it's a coaching center, wellness, and spa. I am a life coach, so I created it because of being a life coach. But becoming a life coach, I learned that a lot of women may not come for the mind initially. So I put services in there that can help self-love, body contouring, different services, array of services that help us self-love ourselves. So that is bringing the women in, and then the women can deal with the mind as well.
So it sounds like it's a wellness for the mind and the body. Am I right about that?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. So give us your big philosophy then. There's two things. What had you start this business? And then why?
So I started this business in 2020, actually when COVID was going on. But the reason why I started it is because I needed to learn how to love myself. I needed to learn how to apply self-love tools in my life so that I can just be more productive, because I am an entrepreneur and a business owner, and I have a nonprofit organization. So I'm really busy. So I had to learn to stop, breathe, and put time in for myself. And that's why I started the business.
You do sound busy. I didn't realize you had a nonprofit too.
Yes.
So what kind of piece of advice can you give the rest of us, coaches, authors, speakers, and thought leaders, that really helped you, let's say, exponentiate your business? Give us a little nugget that could help us.
A little nugget concerning your self-love lifestyle, I would say to take time. You have to take time in the morning before you present yourself to the world. You have to first spend time with you. That is so very important. If I don't spend time with me, I will not go out. I have to spend time with me first to get myself into a perspective so that I'm ready for the world.
So it sounds like what you're doing is so fulfilling and wonderful for the people that you work with. What's the thing you love the most about your career?
Helping people change their mind. My motto is a new perspective, change your mind, change your life. So that is my thing. If you can just get a new perspective, you can take a situation that may be traumatic for you, that may be difficult for you, and you change your perspective of it. It changes everything. It changes everything in your life.
All right, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
You are listening to the Big Meow podcast, sponsored by C.A.T.S Network.
All right, welcome back to the Big Meow podcast, hosted by C.A.T.S Network. And we are here with Lezlie Roberts, and we're going to ask you now, give us a success story. What's a recent success story that you'd love to share with us?
So I do Let's Talk events where women come out and we talk about self-love and we network. And I had a lady who came out and she felt so comfortable. She was able to cry with us. She was able to release. She was able to feel and gain hope again. She just was so amazed by the love connection and the tools that we were giving her and just how we were loving on her. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it just transformed her right in front of our eyes, and that was amazing to me. But that's why I do what I do, because people need to love themselves. They need to know that they are valuable.
Yes, and it sounds like you really aspire to the same thing that the network does about collaboration and support and coming out
Yes,
and being able to talk, and I call it collaboration instead of competition. And we really gain a lot from each other
yes.
um, with that. But so let me ask you this. You're very inspiring, but who inspires you?
I would say that's a good question. I don't have a particular person, but
Mhm.
I would say just my relationship with God inspires me. It gives me the ideas that I need. It gives me the changes that I need to make first. And then those changes I then share with the world. Because if it works for me, it's going to work for everybody, because we're all human. So that's just what I do. Once I get it and I have to self check myself, I then give it.
Yes. And so has there been a recent challenge that you have transcended?
Yes, it has been. Last year in June, I lost my daughter. She
Oh.
was 23 and she had lived a kidney um, transplant life. And so
Mhm.
I lost her, but it taught me a lot about fear. It taught me a lot about um, how to just not worry about death, but enjoy the moments. It just taught me a whole lot of things, and I had to transcend from there. So, and I'm still transcending from that. So, but it's been a journey, and she is my angel now. So I'm just grateful, because I tell everybody, they say, "Well, you taking it good." I say, "Yeah, I take it pretty well, because I understand where she is. I understand that she's free, and I understand that she doesn't have the burdens that we have here on earth. So I'm happy for her, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You sound at peace.
Yes,
Yeah. That's amazing, especially losing a child. So I'm sorry. But then, you know, it sounds like it's also been somewhat of an inspiration. You've turned it
yes,
into an
yes.
inspiration. And, you know, you're an inspiration to us with teaching us how to love ourselves. So, is there a daily self routine or self care routine that you do for you?
I do. I do. I wake up, and when I wake up, I first go boil me some water, some hot water with lime, so
Mhm.
that I can get my alkaline and my detoxing going on. And then I will take my sea moss, and then I will take my vitamins and my minerals and things. And then I like to stretch. I like to do yoga sometimes. I like to stretch, but I'm always meditating and doing prayer. I
Okay.
make sure that I spend that quiet time where I'm speaking out the things that may be bothering me. So again, I can get them out of the way so that I can reach the world.
Wow. So, what's the next big thing for you? What's your big vision? What's next?
Is to expand on the Let's Talk events that I have,
Mhm.
because it's turning into more women, and it's turning into retreats weekends, and it's turning into some great things. So I just want to see thousands of women one time in a room where we are networking, we are loving one another, and we are encouraging and inspiring one another, and to see them leave different the way that they came will be amazing. That is my vision.
That's an amazing vision and one that we at C.A.T.S appreciate here in the
Awesome.
network. Yeah. So, how do we find you, Lezlie?
You can find me at Leslie. My the website is a newperspectivelife.com,
Okay.
and that is the Facebook page. That is the Instagram, a new perspective life. And you can find me all over Instagram, Facebook, and the website.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Big Meow podcast and C.A.T.S
Thank
Network.
you.
We wish you all the success, and we will see you down the road.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Big Meow podcast, sponsored by C.A.T.S Network. If you liked what you heard, please take a moment to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. You can also join our network filled with positivity and possibility. Visit www.catsnetworking.com to join us and learn more, together with your magical, motivated, and mystical new friends at C.A.T.S Network. Let's transform 1 million lives with your message. Are you feeling isolated, sitting at home in your PJs? Or perhaps you're tired of the comfy sweatpants with holes in them that are hidden just below the camera? I mean, you could puke at the thought of another day of Zoom meetings and reporting to your BOSS. Do you want freedom from your home office desk or the office cubicle? Do you want freedom from your current career? Or are you frustrated that your online biz dreams are going nowhere? It's all too overwhelming. Where do you start? All the tech, the choices, and your message. Yep, I said your message, your brand, your voice. What is it? Do you even know what that means? Do you need a biz coach but don't want to invest the big bucks? Let's face it, being a solopreneur is lonely, but you don't have to do it alone. And here's a solution. Join C.A.T.S Network. C.A.T.S Network is a woman-only membership community exclusively available to you, the life coach or executive coach, the author, the thought leader, or the public speaker. If you identify with this list or want to work on adding some of these to your skill set, C.A.T.S is the place for you. Check us out at www.catsnetworking.com. That's C.A.T.S networking.com. Because let's face it, cats are better together.